Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? I just thought we'd go over the new update, and it hasn't come out yet, but one of the things I just thought should know right off the gate is that they have a 10x now in the Tycoon Challenge. Obviously, this is going to be like one of your event pop-ups, but like I've been telling you guys, I knew that they would do this at some point, so now they've actually created an Elite Tycoon. So now you can get those rare drops, and of course, the 10x feature here is going to be pretty interesting because depending on how much money that's going to cost, that's still going to be a really good drop. Because if you get 10x on those necrotic pieces, now you can actually work on getting your Book of the Dead if you're looking into that. So the other thing you might have heard is that they've added auto join for dark nests. So basically now people can go in and they can essentially do this where you can just join in right away. And this is really whenever somebody sets a rally. So it is kind of interesting. I'm not really sure what to make of auto join yet, but what this means is that technically now if you're wanting to like go around and pwn people and you want to poke the bear, and let's say your main is out and around, the only thing about this is that you can't necessarily set it up to have like a lead join. So I don't think this is really going to be much more use other than literally just a replacement for what a bot already does. Now, you might have noticed that they've also added icons. So for battalions and stuff like that, you now can actually change your battalion icon along with the name. So they added a little change here. I'm not entirely sure why you would want to use these icons down here. I think most people are going to use the first four, but I guess maybe if you're using for wonders or maybe special use cases or gathering, maybe you might use these. Or if you're using something for like a spear rally, I don't know. I mean, these icons are kind of nice. The main thing is that now you have a new hero skin known as Ashen Queen, which I'm pretty sure is a skin directly off of Dream Witch. Now, the thing is okay, now this hero skin's in the game. If you want to get our medals, you've got to go through that tycoon in order to get it. And you're going to get like close to, I think, 30 medals total once you go through basically all the chests and redeem as, however many that it's going to cost you, which is, like 300 or so in the first couple bits. It's probably going to change. So it's one of those things that until it's confirmed, I'm not going to just tell you numbers. But one of the things that also came with this update was ratio mode. So now you can actually set up your rallies based not on the numbers, but actually just by the percentages. And then you can also set this up by tier too. So like now, if you want to do a 424 or an 866 or vice versa, you no longer have this issue of I need to know exactly what that number is. You just need to go into ratio mode now and set up that ratio, and then you can basically join the rally perfectly every single time, even by T5 and T4 or T3 or T2 and so on and so forth. So this is going to be a huge quality of life, I think, for a lot of people. Of course, Ashen Queen, being this is what her skin looks like, and as you can tell, it's obviously a reskin of our Buddy Opal Dream Witch. The thing that I think that is kind of worth mentioning here, though, is that it makes Dream Witch look like she's a vampire type entity, which in terms of the lore, I don't know if there's any significance about this, but that would mean that like femme fatale and any of the I wonder what exactly this is all going to entail, because what we do know is with this update is that you're going to get a ranged attack bonus. We don't know how much that's going to be overall, but right now we know it's for sure 1%. So she does also provide a new support skill known as Motivated March, which you'll use gems to use, and it increases the travel speed for yourself and all guildmates with the 5x5 tile. What's not very clear here is, does that stack? So let's say you get 5 people in a 5 tile radius, but they all pop Motivated March. Does that mean that I'm getting a 50% travel speed boost now for those 5 tiles near me? And does this carry? In other words, if I port around, does this ability follow me, or does it stay strictly in the radius that I was at? So I'm not really sure what this is going to look like. This is one of the things that I'm kind of curious about as far as the Motivated March skill goes. But chances are if they actually go through with this and start adding leader skins, it's not going to stop here. It's going to be a leader skin for every single hero in the entire game. and that's a whole new layer of content, as well as a whole new layer in terms of what we'll actually get to see on our heroes. The thing that I am kind of curious about, though, is, okay, let's say we do get leader skins from, say, Tycoon now. There's also going to be the issue of, okay, now what happens when you start getting exclusive skins? What does the upgrades actually entail? Because again, being at 1% could just be at level 1. What if that's a 30% or more, attack boost when fully upgraded? So I'm not really sure what that has to entail, but what we do know is it takes 120 portraits, and just to obtain the leader skin, you got to spend 30 portraits just to unlock the avatar. So it's going to be kind of interesting, to say the least, exactly how this is going to go out with the new update. But again, this is all stuff that, along with auto darkness, to also be able to set the level of dark essence that you'll have in your, and that's another quality of life update that they're doing. And so, I mean, ultimately, I think it's going to be a positive. It's just, I think really the biggest point to be made about this whole update right now is basically now we've got leader skins in the game. And I think, if anything, ratio mode. That's going to be a big thing to take away from this whole update. So, what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think IGG's in the right direction with this hero skin and shit? Because me personally, I could be totally fine with the hero skin being a hero skin, and that's totally fine having people to customize their leader skins and stuff like that. So, I don't know what else they're going to do next, but I am kind of curious to see where it goes. Ultimately, leave a like on the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.